11 o'clock on this late Wednesday night, February 7th, 2018. It is time now for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Wednesday night, February 7th, 2018. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. Time is 11 o'clock on this late Wednesday night. Top story of the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Wednesday night is Senate leaders reach deal on to raise spending over 2 years. Rob Porter, White House aide, resigns after accusations of abuse. Russians penetrate U.S. border system, says top U.S. official. Trump declares newly released FBI text bombshells, but the picture they paint is murky. FBI finds no evidence of attacking and death of border agent. U.S. military strikes regime forces in Syria after coming under attack. North Korea isn't interested in instructing the U.S. at the Olympics. Trump's military parade draws bipartisan rebuke. Benedict XVI rides on a pilgrimage toward his home during the last turn stage of his journey. Trudeau discusses NAFTA, Trump at the University of Chicago. Pelosi held House floor in an ambuscade of Dreamers for more than 8 hours. Masked attacker fatally stabs couple outside Brooklyn home. Biden pumps that Democrats takes down Trump in his speech to lawmakers. Republicans are completely reversing themselves in the deficit. Looking at some local news from the Attleboro Sun Chronicle. In Norton, a manufacturing plant and several homes in the Barrelsville section of town were evacuated Wednesday after a chemical reaction in the barrel released vapors that are still unified. The emergency occurred around 9:30 a.m. at Tweave Incorporated at 130 Borough Street, prompting in response to a state hazardous materials team and forcing them official to evacuate homes that closed roads for about 6 hours. No injuries were reported. The company manufactures stretch woven fabrics in a portion of the building. The vapors were released from a 35-gallon barrel that contained an unknown chemical, Fire Chief Paul Shaker said. The chemical may never be determined because the state hazardous materials response team had to add another chemical to neutralize the barrel reaction in the barrel, Shaker said. Norfolk residents saved by firefighters. Teachers take Attleboro High School method national. North Attleboro gets $115,000 from sale of Hernandez home. North Attleboro, a Mansfield woman faces drunken driving charges related to a 2-car accident on Route 120. Mansfield might consider school choices. Seekonk planted portable classrooms. Dunkin' Donuts said it will stop using phone cups by 2020. Tesla reports worker loss in the fourth quarter. Model 3 production still lagging. Southwest Airlines plane slides there and take off from Baltimore Airport. Uber ex-CEO. Kalanick self-driving car beef linked to the Google CEO Page Dyer over the talent loss. Looking at the stocks now. Fell 19.42 points at 24,893.35. SP 5 down 13.48 points at 2681.66. And the Nasdaq down 63.9 points at 7051.98. That dinosaur killing an asteroid also triggered massive magma releases beneath the ocean, study finds. Turns out the first British people were actually black. A hospital refused a new kidney to a woman because she was undocumented and it found its heart. Instead of peaking, food cases jumped 63% in Maine compared with previous week. Food may influence cancer spread, and FDA releases quantum death data undermines its own claim about drugs' deadly harms. Peter Channel News Time is 11:01. Take a look at the New England Insular Report in Manchester, New Hampshire at Sat 93 South Island and Mount Marion at 9.6 of move back to the Island Pond Road. And a vehicle and a guardrail. And now, take a look at the traffic and transit check on the Peter Channel at 11:02 on this late Wednesday night. Beep beep! Look at that, the MBTA where the subway system is looking good. Commuter rail and the ferries they are looking good. Alright, highways and byways of New England on this Wednesday night. Highways and byways road, Rhode Island not looking good. 185 westbound side, little slow just before Route 6 in Seekonk. 24 on the northbound side, little slow around 44 in Raynham. 185 on the southbound side is back to between 138 and Route 24 in the Raynham stretch. 128 on the southbound side, little slow around Route 9 in Wellesley. 485 on the northbound side, little slow on North Main Street in Hocklin. Mass Pike eastbound side, it's a little slow Peru Tunnel down the Southeastern Expressway. Mass Pike westbound side, it's backed up to Route 128 out in Weston. Headed towards Natick, 199 on the northbound side is back to between Sterling and 190 southbound side, little slow West Boylston. 395 on the northbound side, little slow before the Mass Pike in Auburn. 290 on the northbound side is back to between Auburn and the Route 146 in Worcester. Mass Pike on the eastbound side, little slow Palmer. Westbound side is back to the Brimfield stretch. Route 2, both ends back between Templeton and Leominster. 91 on the northbound and the southbound side, Little Soy, northern Massachusetts and the Greenfield, Bernardston area. 91 on the southbound side, Bethlehem, Northampton stretch, and 91 on the northbound side, Little Soy, Chicopee stretch. 57 on the eastbound side, it is backed up between the Agawam stretch to 91 on the northbound side of Bethlehem, Route 20 in Springfield. 84 on both ends of Bethlehem, Route Manchester, Connecticut stretch, 384 on both ends back between 84 and East Harvard down to Route 6. Route 9 on both ends is back around New Britain stretch, and 72 both ends back around New Britain stretch. Road 8, it's slow between Winchester and Waterbury, Connecticut, and Mare Parkway eastbound side of Bethlehem to Bridgeport stretch, Mare Parkway westbound side of also Fairfield stretch. In Iowa and byways of Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine are slow go because of the weather. In New York State Way eastbound side, Littleton, Gloversville, and New York State 87 it's slow around them. New York State Thruway and Albany. Peter Cheldu's time is 11:04 on this late Wednesday night, and it is time now for a weather report. And take a look at the radar satellite open. It shows clouds covering much of the region with some rain showers around southeastern Massachusetts, Cape Islands, and eastern Rhode Island, and seeing some snow showers down in west central Rhode Island and down around eastern Connecticut, while some rain showers off the Connecticut coast and snow showers at the south central Connecticut and down around Bridgeport, Connecticut, and down around west central portions of Long Island, and some rain showers around Islip and Carram and Long Island, and snowing from Boston and vicinity and up in the northeastern Massachusetts and the southern New Hampshire and down around Wales, Maine. And snow showers stretching all the way off the Maine coast and stretching into eastern Maine, and sleeting down around down east Maine from Ellsworth all the way down to southern New Brunswick, and raining from much of Nova Scotia except some snow and sleet down in eastern portions of Nova Scotia, and some snow cut out of much of New Brunswick, and snow around Quebec City and western portions of Prince Edward Island. And flake snow showers stretching line from Albany, New York down to western New York and west central PA, and snowing along the Pittsburgh area, stretched by the northeastern portion of Ohio, around Detroit, Michigan, and vicinity. The temperature spread around the region. It is okay, it is in the 20s to 30s, much of interior New England, except for some 45 in Falmouth, 49 in Hyannis, 46 in Chatham, and 40 in Nantucket. It is a mild, rainy night for the moment in that part of the region, while it's sleeting and snowing in western Massachusetts, and it's snowing west of Springfield, and it's in the 20s to near 30. It's in the 20s for much of northern New England, with a rare 3 above reading in Mount Washington, New Hampshire. Right now in Norton, it's 35 degrees with humidity 96%. Newport 34, barometer 29 inches. It's rising rapidly and wind speed northwest of 2 miles an hour. So if you're gonna go out and about tomorrow morning, be extra careful because it is gonna be slippery tomorrow. A little bit tomorrow, but take it easy out there. So okay, for our forecast goes like this tonight. Rain possibly mixed with snow after 1 a.m., then gradually and then patchy fog before 1 a.m. Low and 22 degrees. Northwest about 8 miles an hour, anticipation 9%. Little no circulation expected for Thursday. Sun skies about 31 degrees. Northwest about 5 to 8 miles an hour further tonight. Mostly crisp about 40 degrees. Light west wind for Friday. And crisp skies about 34 degrees. Calmer becoming in westbound 6 miles in the afternoon for Friday night. And chance of snow May after midnight. And cloud skies about 20 degrees. And just southward about 5 to 8 miles an hour, anticipation 30% for Saturday. Just rain and snow before 10 a.m. Then it just rain, cloud skies about 47 degrees, anticipation 40% for Saturday night. Rain likely, cloud skies low about 35 degrees, anticipation 70% for Sunday. Rain likely, cloud skies about 45, about 34 degrees, anticipation is 55% for Monday. Put these into the podcast about 42 to about 25 degrees. And for Tuesday, a chance to rain. Put these into the most clouds about 43, about 31 degrees, anticipation 30%. And for Wednesday, mostly cloud skies about 47 degrees. Peter Cheldu's time is 11:07 on this late Wednesday night, and it is time now for Sports Nightly on the Peter Channel on this late Wednesday night. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. Let's start off at Madison Square Garden in New York City, where the Boston Bruins fresh off the win of the Detroit Red Wings, took on another Original Six rival in the New York Rangers. And after the Rangers, Rick Nash got on the board with a goal 5 minutes in the first period to make it 1-0 New York. Riley Nash gets the goal at 7:54 tie, and then the Bruins expelled on 2 goals by Bergeron and singles by Zender Chart, Tim Shaw, and Sean Crowley as the Boston Bruins defeat the New York Rangers 6-1 to improve their record of 33-11-8 on the season as Tom Kudobin stopped 21 saves in the win for the Bees. Another NHL scores the LA Kings leading the Edmonton Oilers 1-0 over 3:54 11 in the first period, and the Toronto Maple Leafs defeat the Nashville Predators in a shootout 3-2 up in Toronto. Next up for the Boston Bruins, it'll be Saturday night at the Garden against the Buffalo Sabres. Alright, let's take a look at some NBA scores. Detroit Pistons over the Brooklyn Nets 115-106. Houston Rockets over the Miami Heat 109-101. Cleveland Cavaliers defeat the Minnesota Timberwolves in an overtime thriller in Cleveland 140-138. Utah Jazz over the Memphis Grizzlies 92-88. San Antonio Spurs over the Phoenix Suns 28-9 with second quarter underway out in Phoenix, Arizona. Okay, look at some college basketball scores. Auburn and Texas A&M tied today with 2 seconds left till in the second half. DePaul leading Creighton 75-73 with 24 seconds left in the second half. 2:29 left in the second half. It's VCU 74, Richmond 68, UC Irvine 39, Cal State Dolphins 3:25 with 15:44 left in the second half. 17:41 in the first half. It is California 3, Colorado 2. Virginia Tech 85. It is North Carolina State 75. St. John 79, Villanova 75. Virginia 59, Florida State 55, it's Ohio State 64, Purdue 63, it is Texas Tech 76, Iowa State 58, it's Miami 87, it's Wake Forest 81, it's Penn State 34, Maryland 70, it's Florida 73, LSU 64, it's Connecticut 68, it's South Florida 65, it is Temple 90, it's East Carolina 73, it's Marquette 88, it is Seton Hall 85, UNC Greensboro 80, it's Furman 67, it's Wofford 92, it's Stanford 79, it's Dayton 88, it's Duquesne 73, Florida 67, and Georgia Mason 66, it's George Washington 80, it's LaSalle 69, it is St. Bonaventure 79, St. Louis 56, it's Loyola Maryland 72, it is American 69, it is Lafayette 81, Army 54, Colgate 74, Boston University 60, it's Campbell 78, it's Carter Webb 70, it's High Point 61, it's Watford 60, it's UNC Asheville 78, it's Logwood 73. Winthrop 63, Presbyterian 49, it's Navy 69, Holy Cross 34, Lamar 79, Northwestern State 75, it is Sam Houston State 66, Texas A&M Corpus Christi 64, it's Charleston 87, it's Liberty 75, it's Nichols 69, it's Alvin Lane Christian 65, it's Central Arkansas 100, Houston Baptist 80, it's Southeast Louisiana 86, it's Incarnate Word 68, it's Kansas State 67, it's Texas 64, Drake Fallen at Loyola Chicago 72-57, it's Northern Iowa 74, it's Bradley 65, it is Edwardsville 63, Valparaiso 59, it's Vanderbilt 81, Georgia 66, it's Wyoming 83, it's Utah State 865, UNLV 3, Nevada 0. Norton Lenster's ice hockey game at Foxborough Sports Center scheduled today at 8 o'clock against the Denver Mariners got called off due to the account of weather. Makeup date to be determined. Wheaton Lions women's basketball team suffered a 52-49 loss to the Wellesley Blue in Wellesley tonight. Rebecca Levery had 17 points and Michaela Pucci had 12 points in the loss by the Lions. They fall to 7-15 overall and 2-11 in Newmack Ball. Caitlin McGuire 16 points and Emily Kopp 12 points in the win for the Wellesley Blue. Alright, take a look at some sports news on this late Wednesday night. Chris Cyborg versus Yana Kazakiva for UFC 222 main event. Frankie Edgar, Brian Octavio, Cobain. Our quarterback in pinstripes has wrestled Wilson on becoming a Yankee. The New Orleans Pelicans Indiana Pacers game was postponed because of the roof leak in New Orleans. Jim Harbaugh is a big loser on the national signing day. Alabama Crimson Tide pick up 5-star cornerback Paul George Thunder free agency. He's happy with his group. Lonzo Ball uncertain when he'll return from MCL sprain. Jay Elbeck athlete turns down Pence meeting. Miami Marlins co-owner J.D. Presley describes current state of franchise. Mansfield ISD, not Massachusetts, but Mansfield ISD in Texas, shines on National Signing Day. No Lions coach Matt Patricia should be thinking Super Bowl title now. Patrice Bergeron keeps driving the Bruins. Does he have an MVP argument? And Philadelphia City officials say bring food, snacks, and patients to the Philadelphia Eagles parade. In 1 year ago, yours truly attended the Super Bowl parade at Copley Square featuring the Patriots and Bill Belichick in. It was a wonderful parade. And now, tomorrow, the Philadelphia Eagles will celebrate their Super Bowl parade in front of screaming fans in Philadelphia. So, it's about time that the city of Philadelphia gets a parade honoring the chips because the Patriots can't win them all every single year because it is time to give somebody else a chance, and that is just like that. Okay, that's going to be it for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Wednesday night, February 7th, 2018. I'm Peter J. Wizard. Hope you have a good night with a good positive attitude, and I'll see you tomorrow morning with more report. I hope you all have a good night.